Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Jim Weller here, and if you are watching on Facebook and would be kind enough to hit the share button right away, and if you'd also start a watch party, we'd kind of like that too. But I think we're going to do a commercial real quick for Walls Service Center, and Colin is busy today. I think they've got a lot of things going on there. So Walls Service Center is locally owned, locally operated right there in Milford, Delaware. And they're a good sponsor, supporter of the show, and a good friend of mine. So if you need your automobile worked on, whether it's something as simple as an oil change or you need your what's it called? Your brakes. Your brakes aren't working just right. You know, like you put your foot on the brake pedal and it vibrates and things like that, or you turn your car and something just doesn't feel right. Front end parts, tune-ups, oil changes, exhaust work. Maybe you're just getting ready to go through inspection and you want to make sure everything's right. You got a tail light out, or you need some wiper blades. Whatever you need, they're a full-service automotive repair facility, downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. And Colin, if you are watching or listening, maybe we could do the Facebook thing on one of your segments if you want to. Let us know. But anyway, Walls Service Center, been around 61 years, local place, honest, fair. They know what they're doing. They use quality parts. In other words, in today's time, there's so many places selling automotive parts. But Colin, by being in business 61 years, his father had it, his grandfather had it, and they've learned what to use. They're an AC Delco. You know, that's the majority of the parts they use are AC Delco parts, name brand parts, nationwide warranty. If you have any problems with anything that they use AC Delco parts on, you have a nationwide warranty. So Walls Service Center, family owned, family operated, local business, honest, dependable, trustworthy. They know what they're doing. They've been around a long time, and they do all kinds of things. Little story, when you get an oil change there, you get this roadside assistance absolutely free. Okay? So if you get anything from an oil change or greater, you get this absolutely free. So you get an oil change done, and I had a daughter who recently had her son lock her out of the car. So he's holding the little remote key fob and locks her out of the car, and she had to pay $90 for a locksmith to come and unlock her car. Had she had an oil change done at Walls Service Center, she would have had this roadside assistance, and they would have paid for that, or at least paid part of that. So I told her about it, and she'd never heard of it. So I'm like, gosh, that means she's not even listening to my show. So I want to let you know, if you need any type of automotive repairs at Walls Service Center, anytime you have an oil change or something greater than that done, they will give you this roadside assistance program absolutely free. So if you ever do lock yourself out or need towing or have a flat tire or run out of fuel or anything like that, or even need a jump start, that is a free gift just for doing business at Walls Service Center, and it is backed by AC Delco. In other words, it's a nationwide thing. So anyway, kind of nice. So it's Walls Service Center, downtown Milford. You can check them out on Facebook if you would like their page just for the heck of it. They're always putting some interesting videos on and stuff like that. Or you could call them at 422-8110. I believe they're open today from about 8 to noon-ish, I think, but you know, I don't know exactly what time. But anyway, Walls Service Center, they'll take good care of you. Tell them I sent you. Now, you're watching and listening to a weekly show. This is called Weller Does Delmarva, okay? And we're on every Saturday morning right here in Smith's Cafe in Seaford. So we are right downtown. We're really outside of town. We're on the highway, and we're inside the Delmarva Teen Challenge thrift store. And if you've never been there, it's like a 30-some thousand square foot thrift store. It's like a mega thrift store right here in Seaford, and it's called Delmarva Teen Challenge Thrift Store. So all kinds of things. If you've got a closet full of stuff you want to get rid of, or a garage full and you want to donate it, they always accept donations here also at Delmarva Teen Challenge Thrift Store. But Smith's Cafe is a restaurant inside of the thrift store, and they'll take good care of you. They've got breakfast, lunch, dinner 7 days a week. They have dinner specials, lunch specials, breakfast specials. If you have the Weller's discount card, you'll save 10% every time you eat here, unless it's something that's already on special. But anyway, it's a great place to get a home-cooked meal. They have a salad bar. They have really good soups. Their seafood is fantastic. And then every Sunday from 8 to noon, they have a breakfast buffet with all kinds of things. So that's where we do the show. That's where we're at right this minute. We're getting ready to go live on the radio. So I hear the music, or I hear the gentleman talking. So we are going to go live on Delaware 105.9. If you are watching on Facebook or YouTube and you need to get rolling, you can listen to us in your car. So good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Jim Weller here, and you are listening and watching Weller Does Delmarva. This is a weekly show. We've done it now for almost 6 years, and we do it right here on Delaware 105.9. We're also on a lot of Facebook pages, and we're also on YouTube. So if you want to watch us now, you can, or if you want to watch us later, you can. If you ever want to advertise on this show or be on this show, track me down, and I'll go over all the details with you. We'd be glad to have you. And like I say, we do this show live, so this is not rehearsed. It's not scripted. We are live. We're sitting right inside of a restaurant in Seaford, Delaware called Smith's Cafe. Now, we've got quite a lineup of people today. First person we're going to talk to is my son, Jimmy Weller. Going to talk to him in just a minute or two. Then we've also got Robin Christensen, Mayor of Dover. Mayor Robin Christensen is going to be joining us. Then we've got Justin Ward, Invisible Fence Brand, coming in this morning, going to have a word with us. We've got Pastor Robert Muncie going to be joining us for a little chit-chat. And then we've got Matt from the Delmarva Christian Schools. We're going to be talking with him, and there may be something in between happen. It's hard to say. Sometimes we grab a guest out of the restaurant and do a breakfast review with them, and sometimes we get kids on. We just never know what's going to happen next. Another thing we do is we bring people on the show through Facebook Messenger. We might have some of that, and we might just give away something today. So I think the first thing I want to do is I'm going to do a commercial. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to give you the opportunity to call in and win a Duck In Car Wash $10 gift card. All you got to do is be the first caller to get through while I'm doing this commercial at 422-7336. 422-7336. Whether you're listening on the radio or on Facebook, be the first person to get through. We're going to give you a $10 gift card to Duck In Car Wash in Milford or Seaford, absolutely free. Now, that was 422-7336. Call now if you want to be the first person to get through. Want to talk about Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Service. This is a good friend of ours. He is a sponsor of the show. We thank you very much. It's Mark Johnson and Don Lindsay, local company, been around doing all kinds of home repairs and home things. They've been in the construction field now over 25 years, lots of experience, but now they are really specializing in small projects. If you have something that you need fixed or dealt with, or you want to build a deck, or you need a ramp or something like that, it's called Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Services. They are on Facebook. If you would like their page there, we'd really appreciate it. If you need them, I'm going to give you their phone number. Their estimates are free. It's 302-500-0133. That's 500-0133. They're licensed, they're insured, locally owned and operated. Mark Johnson and Don Lindsay, two good guys that know what they're doing, and they'll treat you fair and square. Free estimates, no job is too small. Atlantic Home Improvements on Facebook. Like them there, call them on the phone, 500-0133. Call now, leave a message. They'll get back to you just as soon as we can, and we do appreciate their support of the show. I guess we have our first caller of the day. Going to win a Duck In card. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How are you today?
Okay, Jim, how you doing?
Real good. And who am I talking to?
You're talking to Jim Bosco.
Jim Bosco. Now, you are back in Delaware, is that correct?
Yes, we are. We got back last Saturday.
Wow. Well, we're glad you're back in the county. Am I going to be able to get you and Linda here some Saturday morning, maybe?
Yes, you will. You'll probably, maybe next Saturday. We got some things to do today.
All right. Well, that's fine. We're glad you're back. I'm going to set a Duck In gift card aside, $10, and you could pick that up at Weller's in Bridgeville. Is that okay?
That sounds great, Jim.
All right. Well, have a good weekend, and tell Linda I said hi and welcome home.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. See ya. Bye-bye.
Great. Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, there was Jim, and we appreciate him and Linda both watching the show, and we really enjoy their support. They've been viewers and supporters of the show for a long time, and we appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and talk to Jimmy Weller now from Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. And I wanted to, first of all, mention that the Weller's discount card, a lot of people have them, and a lot of people use them, and we put them on sale yesterday, or I don't know what day I put them on sale, but the sale ends today, right?
That's correct.
All right. So what is the deal on those?
They're normally $10. And they're a great deal at that.
They are.
Lots of restaurants.
Have you ever used it?
Yeah.
Where do you use it at?
Fat Daddy's.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue.
Yep.
What is that, like $20 off or something? Let me look that one up.
Yeah.
Fat Daddy's Barbecue, $5 off on $25. That's 20%.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal. What do you get at Fat Daddy's?
Sandwich, pulled pork, brisket, something like that.
Okay. All right. So that's where have you used it anywhere else?
Yeah, McDonald's.
McDonald's, all right.
Hardee's.
What about Supercuts? You ever got a haircut there?
No, but I need a haircut.
Well, it looks like you'll save $2 if you use your Weller's discount card at Supercuts. So anyway, normal price.
Normal price, $10.
And today only.
$10, and you get 2.
Okay, so it's BOGO. Is that what the BOGO? Buy one, get one free.
Or BOGO.
BOGO. But anyway, buy one, get one free. Today and today only. 8 to 1, right?
8 to 1.
Okay, unless we're busy.
It was also yesterday. So
it was all yesterday.
Time machine.
You could go back.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you doing today at Weller's?
I am going to sell all the trailers.
All the trailers. You mean all that are sold, or you're going to just sell all 700 or 800 trailers?
I'm just going to sell all 700 or 800.
Right.
To 1 or 2 people.
To 1 or 2 people. Okay. So you're not going to limit it to just one person?
No.
Okay. And we have been selling trailers.
Yep.
And do you want to talk about your new little business venture or not right now?
Sure.
Okay. So what are you into now? He's got a brand new idea we're going to share. Never been heard before on this show.
I bought my first utility trailer.
So that's the first one you've ever bought?
Yes.
Okay. And
I'm going to rent it by the day.
So you bought a trailer. So when people want to rent a trailer, like they've bought a lawnmower at XYZ and they need to get it home.
Yep. Or need one worked on and they have to take it to the repair shop.
Okay. And so you bought a little landscape trailer, has a gate on the back.
Yep.
Single axle. What size ball? 2-inch ball?
2-inch ball.
Okay. So a person could just literally rent this trailer from you for what, like 1 day or 2 days or whatever. Okay. And what are you getting? $50, I think it is?
30.
$30.
Yep.
That's super cheap.
Yeah, it is.
That's super cheap.
I've gotten a few hundred messages.
Have you really?
Yeah.
That it's too cheap?
A lot of people think I'm selling it for $30.
I bet they would. I would, in other words, if I was out there looking for a trailer, I would wish that you were selling it for $2. See how people read what they want to read?
Oh, yeah. A few people argued with me that I should have put it was a rental, which it clearly states.
Okay.
Some people realized that it was a little ridiculous to think $30 for a trailer was real.
Wow. Yeah. But they had to check anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't blame them. I would have.
Right. I don't blame them either. I saw somebody the other day had a boat for like $11,000. There was so many comments like, if you didn't leave any zeros off, I'll take it. In other words, but I think, sir, you left some zeros off. People were just letting them know that there was no way that boat was only $11,000. But if it is, they all wanted it, So $30 to rent a trailer. So they could haul a golf cart or a four-wheeler or lumber, a couch.
Yep, couch.
Okay. So you don't want them to overload it. Don't put a small tractor on there and bend the axle or something, or the ramp gate.
Yep.
All right, so trailer rental. This is not through Weller's Utility Trailers. This is something that Jimmy Weller himself is doing. What are you giving out? Your cell phone number?
Right now I'm just doing Messenger, so find me on Facebook, Jimmy Weller.
And send him a message if you want to rent a trailer, correct? Can they rent it Saturdays, Sundays?
Yeah, as long as I'm around, which I'm normally around.
Okay, but this is not a Weller's Utility Trailers thing, so don't come into Weller's to do this. You just need to get up with Jimmy on Facebook Messenger. Is that right?
Yes.
So you're limiting that now to only people that are on Facebook Messenger.
So far.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. But you think Facebook's crowd's kind of big?
Yeah.
You think it reaches further than Sussex County?
Yeah, especially when it's dealing with person to person and looking for a really good deal.
Right. I agree with that. And is it on that marketplace thing too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anyway, you're going to be selling trailers today.
Yes.
Tell me. Oh.
Kayak sale.
Oh. I do need you to know, when I made that ad, we've put all of our kayak, we got them all on sale, right?
Yes.
Every kayak we own has went down since last Saturday when I talked to everybody. Down significantly.
Yes, very.
Some of them like $400 off what they were. When I did that ad, I was not aware that a lot of them, there's only one. I didn't know that.
Well, one person will be happy.
One person will be happy, but I wouldn't have put the ones on sale. I would have just put the ones that I have multiple ones. So, folks, if you're listening or watching, what we're saying is, do you know if it's on the website yet, the ad?
I want to say yes.
Well, go ahead and say it.
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, the ad for kayaks comes out in the guide next Wednesday. Now, I will tell you, once it comes out in the guide, we usually... like Wednesday, we can tell when the guide has come out right at Weller's. You can just tell it because the phone rings more and people come in.
Topic changes.
Yeah, right. I want to talk about what's in the guide. So we're in the center of the guide every week. But you, right now, watching on Facebook or listening on Delaware 105.9, can get the jump on this ad by going to Wellers.com, scroll down. It's like a big burst there that says current ads. Click right on that and look for the kayak ad. But the problem is going to be, and I can't buy them at this price. These are being sold for less than I could purchase the kayak for today on a wholesale basis.
And they come with a paddle.
Oh, I forgot about that. Is that like a $35 value?
At least.
At least. A brand new paddle for free. You don't get that anywhere. People don't include the paddle with a kayak purchase. So you get the kayak. And what are the brands that we sell?
Evoke, Sun Dolphin,
Emotion. Yeah. Okay. So, but I know 2 or 3 of them went down $400 from what they were last Saturday. And last Saturday, they were below all the big box stores and Amazon. Because we check them. You know, it's not like it's a secret. You know, like we can check other people's prices, and we want to get rid of the kayaks. So they're brand new. If you want a kayak, I remember it was Sun Dolphin, Evoke, and Emotion. That's the brands.
Yep.
We don't have any 2-person one. That's the first thing people ask me. There's
no true. No 2 persons.
Okay. The
we
only
have
2
some fishing ones though.
Fishing ones, sit in and sit on.
Yep.
None of the kind you stand on unless you want to just take a chance.
It's true.
Right? So they all only have 1 hole, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's where you sit, folks, all right? So anyway, these are brand new kayaks. I can assure you, you will not find a better deal anywhere. And if you do, I'd buy all they got. 337-8228?
Yes. Area code 302.
That's best, right?
Yeah.
We're in the hood, the 302, right?
Yep, the 302.
We're in the 302. Anything else?
No.
All right.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right. You out of here?
I'm going to go eat.
Okay. All right. I'll see you. Thanks, Jimmy. 337-8228. That's Jimmy Weller. If you are looking to rent a open landscape trailer for whatever reason, he's got one for rent. He actually bought it, and he's starting his own trailer rental business. Before long, he'll have 100 of them, and he'll have a full-time job renting trailers. The Weller's discount card, no joke. They're normally $10. Today and today only, you buy one for 10, you get 2 cards total. So you got one to use and one to give away. All right. I had somebody ask me. I do want to thank Smith's Cafe for having us do the show here. They're a great supporter, great sponsor of the show. So thank you to Smith's Cafe. But I want to also say that somebody asked me if they buy a discount card and get one for free and use both of them at the same time, does that double your discount? That's a very good question, okay? I suggest you ask that question to the place that you're using the card and see what kind of response, but don't be within striking distance in case somebody wants to slap you. But anyway, what I'm saying is you buy one card, you get one card free, but I don't think it means that if you use both cards at the same time that you get a double discount. But you are welcome to ask that to some of the vendors that are on the card. There's 18 different businesses on that card, and they all give you a discount. So we gave away a Duck Inn gift card already today, a $10 one. That was very nice. Jim is back home from Florida. Let's give another one away. I'm going to do another commercial while I'm doing that. If you want to call the secret service, the super secret number, it's 422-7336. 422-7336 is the number. If you get through, let me finish this commercial, and you can then have a Duck Inn gift card for $10 absolutely free. No, nothing else. All you got to do is call 422-7336. Now, I'm going to thank another one of the sponsors is L&W Insurance Agency. My friend Bill Strickland is the owner-operator. They've been in business a long time. I've dealt with them at least 25. I wouldn't be shocked if it isn't. I've been in business 45 years, so I've dealt with them probably 40 years. That's a long time to deal with somebody, at least 35 years. So I'm very happy with L&W Insurance Agency. They sell life insurance, health insurance. They sell commercial insurance. They sell renters insurance. They sell homeowners, automotive, liability insurance, media insurance. I'm getting ready to put my electronic billboard up. That will be some more insurance I need. So L&W Insurance Agency does personal as well as commercial insurance. So if you're looking for a good place to buy some insurance, somebody that will sit down with you across the table and talk to you, not some 800 number where you have no idea if they got it right or got it wrong. L&W is a local company, supports many things in our community, very involved in our community, employs a lot of people in our community, and is passionate about doing a good job for you. So if you need insurance, if you have insurance and you want a second opinion, you want to be sure you're adequately insured, or you're getting ready to, buy something or do something different with your business, and you want to talk to somebody that knows insurance inside and out, it is L&W Insurance Agency. So I'm going to give you a phone number. It's 302-856-7828. That's 302-856-7828. On the web, it's lwinsurance.com. And if you would like them on Facebook, they have all kinds of interesting things. They're a great place to talk insurance. L&W Insurance Agency. I hear one ringy-dingy. The phone is ringing. Caller, are you there?
Yes. How you doing this morning, Jim?
I'm doing real good. Now, are you watching on Facebook or YouTube or listening on the radio?
Listening on the radio.
Radio. And what is your name?
Joanne Young.
Joanne Young. All right. And I'm going to give you a gift card to Duck Inn Car Wash. Is that okay?
Yes, that's great.
And how are you doing, Joanne?
I'm doing just fine.
And have you had to cut grass yet?
Not yet.
Are you going to, or does somebody cut your grass for you?
I'd get somebody to cut it for me.
All right. I would let them. That's the best way to do it. And what are you doing today?
I'm going up to Byler's for the open house.
What was that again?
Up to Byler's?
Oh, in Harrington or on the backside of Dover?
Dover.
Dover.
We're having an open house today.
Oh, really? It's a nice store, isn't it?
Very nice.
And they do a good job. Is there anything that you really like at Byler's, or are you just going for the open house?
I like the subs.
Their subs. How about their ice cream?
Ice cream is really good.
It is, isn't it? It's nice and cold.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to thank you for listening to the show, and we'll set a Duck Inn Car Wash gift card aside for you, and you pick it up when it suits you.
Okay. Just pick it up in Bridgeville?
In Bridgeville at Weller's.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, Joanne. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so we've got two people that we're giving Duck Inn Car Wash gift cards to. So I just wanted to let you know that. It's about 7:23. We've got time for something else. I don't know. I don't know whether I should do the Facebook Messenger just yet, if we should try that or not. I do want to, again, remind everybody, we truly are having a clearance sale on the kayaks at Weller's in Bridgeville. And if you ever in your life wanted a kayak, I guarantee you will not beat these deals anywhere, and you're not going to ever see these prices again, because when they're going, they're going. All right. We are here inside Smith's Cafe. We thank them for sponsoring the show. I did want to mention on Sundays, they do have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful breakfast buffet. It's only $8.95 $8.95. It's all you can eat. Kids 10 and under are only $5.95, and kids 2 and under are no charge, okay? But anyway, they have sausage and bacon and scrapple and muffins. They have chipped beef, scrambled eggs, pancakes, sausage gravy. It comes with coffee, tea, or soda included in it, and it's all you can eat from 8 to noon on Sundays. That's at Smith's Cafe right here in Seaford inside the Delmarva Teen Challenge thrift store. Also, another good supporter of the show is First Class Heating and Air. Great sponsor, been with me for years. If you are getting ready to turn on your air conditioner and you want to make sure it's working properly, you want to get your money's worth out of your air conditioning, I want to let you know that they are a good company to deal with, okay? First Class Heating and Air, been serving our community for over 40 years. I deal with them for my residents. I deal with them for my business. I deal with them for rentals. They do plumbing. They do home performance, and they do heating and air, whether it's a new install. Excuse me. Maybe you've got one that just isn't working just right and you want to get it repaired. Maybe you want to get a maintenance agreement where you don't even have to worry about it anymore. They just contact you. They come out twice a year. They change your filters. They make sure everything's working, and it's not even anything you need to be bothered with. And then if you need any repairs or parts or service or anything, you get a discount on all parts and all labor if you have a maintenance agreement. So it's First Class Heating and Air. They do it all. They work on all makes and models. Locally owned, locally operated, great local company. It's First Class Heating and Air. They service all of Delmarva. The phone number is 302-934-8900, 934-8900. You can call them 24/7. They will take good care of you and treat you fair. And they're licensed, they're insured, their vehicles are lettered, their people are wearing uniforms. You couldn't ask for much more, and they know what they're doing, and they show up. So, great company, First Class Heating and Air. Tell them I sent you, 934-8900. Check out their Facebook page on Facebook. Now, what time is it? It's 7:26. I'm going to do one more phone call, 422-7336, 422-7336, okay? And if you call and get through, you're going to win a $10 gift card to Duck Inn Car Wash in Milford or Seaford. No purchase necessary. Just call 422-7336, whether you're listening on the radio or whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. And if you're watching on Facebook, if you would hit the share button, we would appreciate it very much. It's on Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook. You can go right there if you would. So anyway, the phone is ringing. So, Katie, I was going to ask if you could put that sponsor thing on that other screen. It would be helpful. So we have a phone call. Caller, are you there? Hello?
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing real good. Who am I talking to?
Snooky.
Snooky, and are you watching on TV or the radio or where?
1059.
1059. Is that AM or FM, Snooky?
FM.
FM. And how are you today?
Okay, I can get you back on TV.
I know, I'm not there. So, now, I want to tell you, Snooky, I could see you enjoying watching it on YouTube, because you can do that right on your TV.
Is that right?
Yeah, if you have a newer TV, it has to be what's called a smart TV. You can watch it right on TV. That way you could sit down and just relax. But what are you doing today? Anything interesting?
Oh, I'm going to put the man out to do some work today. I got work to do.
Oh, did you get a job?
When you work for yourself, you got a full-time job.
That's right, and you never have to worry about paying yourself overtime.
You never get paid overtime.
That's right. You barely get paid minimum wage, huh?
You don't even get that.
Right. Well, I'll set...
Instead of buying that sign, you ought to buy a TV outfit.
Yeah, that's the next thing, right by a TV station.
Yep.
Then I could play it right on the sign, couldn't I?
You're right.
Right. Well, listen, I'll set a gift card aside for you, $10 at Duck Inn, okay?
Yeah, yourself a good day, Jim.
All right, see you, Snooky. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's our friend Snooky over in Milton. Good listener and watcher and just a good friend, good man. Snooky Vent. Thank you very much. So anyway, we've got some different guests coming on. We're going to take a break from the radio. So if you don't want to miss anything, maybe we'll give something away during the radio break. Go right over to Weller Does Delmarva's Facebook page, because we're right there right now, okay? All right, now the next thing we're going to do is switch gears. I guess we're going to do a commercial for Walls Service Center in Milford, Delaware. A lot of people hear me talk about Colin Walls week after week after week, and they're like, Jim, how much can you say about an automotive repair facility? I can't say enough. They are a good place to get your automobile worked on. And when we live in a day and time like this, and you want to what was I getting ready to say? Get good service. In other words, you know, like you can get an oil change anywhere. In other words, there's all kinds of places and stuff like that. But at Walls Service Center, you get an oil change plus more. In other words, and people say, well, what's the plus more? It's an oil change. I get an oil, a filter. Well, at Walls Service Center, they have a checklist. And they do this on every oil change. You don't pay a penny for it. It's just a service that Colin's father and grandfather did, and Colin has continued it on. And I'm holding it up here on the screen, and you see a picture of a tire, and there's this bar thing that's green and yellow and red. And what they do is they hook a tester to your battery, and they don't just look at your battery. They test your battery and make sure it's in good shape, okay? They also check the depth of the tread on your tires. They don't even sell tires, but they just want you to know how much tread you do or don't have. They measure your brake shoes and brake calipers and to tell you how thick they are. And it's like a health checkup on your vehicle. So think this through, folks. Think this through. You can get an oil change anywhere, but you can't get an oil change plus. Colin does not charge for this. He does not force you to do anything extra. He just wants you to know that if you get an oil change at Walls Service Center in Milford, when you're done and you drive away, you know what kind of shape your car is in. He looks at your belts and your hoses, and he checks the fluid in your differential and your transfer cases, stuff like that. And people are like, what is that? That's because not everybody does that. So it's no extra. It's a free service. And then you get the roadside assistance. So all of this just for the price of an oil change at Walls Service Center. Plus they use AC Delco products, quality things. They use everything your manufacturer recommends. They're not looking for the cheapest parts money can buy. They're looking for the right part that gives you the most value. Walls Service Center, you can check them out on Facebook, look them up online, or give them a call, 422-8110, and they'll do a good job for you. Now, I want to remind you, we are inside Smith's Cafe, which is a restaurant in Seaford. We're doing this show live. People say, what do you mean? We're literally sitting at a table right inside of Smith's Cafe. There's a couple microphones, and there's booths all around, and people are eating. They're enjoying breakfast. There's another part of the restaurant that if you don't want to hear the show or be near the show, you can sit over there. It's nice and quiet and cozy. But if you come to Smith's Cafe, have a seat with me and do a breakfast review, we will give you a $10 gift card to Smith's Cafe. So it's a locally owned, locally operated restaurant. People that know the Smith family know they've been in business 30 plus years, and their two sons, James and Billy, now have this restaurant called Smith's Cafe. They sponsor the show. They support the show. We do it live right here inside of their restaurant each and every Saturday morning. We've actually done it 88 times right here at Smith's Cafe. We've done the show 292 times. So other than that, I want to thank you for watching the show. If you're watching on Facebook and you would be kind enough to share it with your friends, or if you really would put the effort into it, start a watch party. Every time we do that, we get a lot more viewers and so on and so forth. So if you want to start a watch party where you invite people to watch the show, we'd appreciate that. We'd like to have 107,000 people watch this show if we possibly could, and we'll settle for 1,000 people. But anyway, anywhere in between. And I think we checked the numbers last week on Tuesday or Wednesday, and we were almost at 3,000 views. So we appreciate that. So if you're watching, hit the share button. If you'd start a watch party, if you're in the area and you want to come have breakfast and give us a breakfast review, we also have that offer. If you ever want to be on the show, we're looking for advertisers. We're looking for nonprofits. We're looking for people that want to get the word out about something. We have a very nice, loyal, dependable, honest audience, and we appreciate them very, very much. We have a strong radio audience, Facebook and YouTube, and we're looking to just keep building it and building it and building it. So the show is called Weller Does Delmarva, and we're here, and we're going to talk to Mayor Robin Christensen from Dover, Delaware. We really appreciate his friendship and his support and his attitude and commitment to serving his community. He's a good family man, and we're going to interview his daughter and see what kind of a father he was and so on. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to do that in just a minute or two when we go back on the radio. So we are live right here. We're actually going to do some of this Facebook Messenger stuff, too. Time is up. I'm not that long-winded yet. But anyway, so we do want to thank everybody that supports the show, sponsors the show. We couldn't do it without you, unless we had to. But we don't really want to. So at Weller's Utility Trailers today, we don't open until 8 o'clock, so it's not just that time. But we open at 8, the Weller's discount card. You buy one, you get one free, okay? There is discounts everywhere. Dairy Queen in Milford, Dairy Queen in Seaford, Vanderwin's Ice Cream. So I've got the ice cream covered, okay? Then we've got the Palace in Milford. Who else is on here? We got the Palace in Milford. Listen to this, McDonald's. Buy one, get one free, any large sandwich. Papa John's, buy any pizza at the regular price and get one free. Now, what's the regular price mean? Does that mean don't overpay for the pizza? If you buy a pizza at the regular price, why would you pay more than the regular price? So buy a pizza at the regular price and get one free. Jake's Wayback Burgers in Millsboro, where Katie lives, and in Milford, where I live. And you get 10% off there. Applebee's, 10% off. Supercuts. As you can see, I'm sporting a new hairdo, okay? Now, I got Supercuts, but Denise did mine. I am not paying for a haircut. Okay, I'll feed her, but that's it. All right, so anyway, we're prepping for the radio. I hear him. Who's back there today? Roman? Billy. Billy. Thank you, Billy, back there at the radio station for making everything work. We're back live on Delaware 105.9. You're listening to Jim Weller. This is a show called Weller Does Delmarva. We're only going to be with you till 9 o'clock, so hang in there with us. We're going to do some more giveaways. We got different guests going to be on, and we're having a lot of fun. Another good supporter, sponsor of the show that I want to thank is my friend Dave Wilson. Dave Wilson is a good, hard-working public servant, but he owns and operates Wilson's Auction in Lincoln City, Delaware. Been in business over 40 years now. I went to an auction last Saturday and bought a tag. In other words, he sells all kinds of things. So he has an auction facility in Lincoln where every Saturday starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, they have an auction, and there's stuff inside, outside. Goes all day and into the evening. It's a lot of fun. It's feisty. It's exciting. It's exhilarating, and you'll find a bargain. Or you may be a person who says, my garage is so full, I can't even get to my lawnmower. Or I want to buy a golf cart at Weller's, and I got no place to park it. I need to clean my garage out. Listen, you can get rid of whatever you have, whether it's Jim's Best Jewels or Jim's Best whatever. You can sell stuff at Wilson's Auction starting Wednesday to Friday. You take it, you drop it off, and on Saturday they sell it, and on Monday you pick up the cash. It's that simple. So anyway, they also have a big sale today where it's like an estate sale. It's at Wilson's in Lincoln, but they have a lot of things: antiques, furniture, glassware, collectibles, framed art, jewelry, coins, Harrington Raceway stock, tools, lawn and garden, and more. So that all starts at 10 o'clock today on Route 113 in Lincoln. You can learn more by going to wilsonsauction.com's website. Like them on Facebook. Call them on the phone, 422-3454. 422-3... I ran out of wind. 422-3454. Hold on just 1 second. Oh, it's a little better. Anyway, and we want to thank Dave Wilson and Wilson's Auction. They are a good sponsor, supporter of the show. Now, next guest. Is everybody ready? If you're listening on the radio, go ahead and turn your radio to stereo, because this gentleman's voice sounds so good in stereo compared to mono, okay? And so just set your radio to stereo. For those watching on Facebook, hit the enhancement button that makes the picture just a little brighter. It's my friend, the mayor of Dover. We are honored to have him in Sussex County, Robin Christensen. How was that?
Outstanding.
You're becoming a regular here. We like it.
Well, this is a regular program. And,
it is, so.
You give me the opportunity to crow about the place that I live, work, and play. And the city of Dover is a great place, and we like to share it with everybody else. And you're a good friend. We're trying to get you and Colin to move to Dover.
Right.
Or at least relocate.
I visit Dover every Sunday now.
Very good. We have a lot of great things going on. I'm not going to be a Pollyanna and tell you that there aren't some things that other issues that other communities have.
Oh, yeah.
That we have, but I'm really proud of the good things that happen in Dover. And we've had a great week this week.
Okay, what's happened?
Well, this week we celebrated the 100th anniversary of the Capital School District, which when I went to school there was the Dover Special School District. They had their 100th birthday. Tomorrow is the 94th anniversary open house for Mapledale Country Club. But this is really big news because we talked about the parking garage downtown. A lot of people wanted to know why we wanted a parking garage downtown. Well, this week it was announced that we sold a property where they're going to locate 2 4-story buildings, commercial, office, residential combinations right in the center of Dover. So that's going to generate a lot of
big
people
news.
Who are going to park in that parking garage if it comes to fruition.
So like 7 or 8 new families are coming to town?
It'd be quite a few more than that.
Really? Is it like 40?
I would venture to say that we're going to generate out of that building between the commercial and the residential and the businesses that are going to locate in those 2 buildings, probably another 250 people to live, work, and play downtown.
Wow, that's a game changer.
And we have, of course, you know that they're going to build the family court building 2 blocks to the south of the downtown area. Chief Justice Strine went and asked the state for money to build a new family courthouse, not only in Dover, but in Georgetown as well.
Wow. Now, there's already a family court in Dover.
Yes, there is. And
so this is just a more new,
this is newer,
modern, bigger,
safer.
Better.
The other one's antiquated and cut up really badly. Not a great place to work.
Golly, this is all big stuff.
Well, we're really excited.
I would say so.
And then out along the highway, we've had, once again, some other people come in to Dover this week to look at spots to build businesses. So we're on the move.
Wow. And there's no limit, right? Like, what's that called, a moratorium? You don't have any moratoriums going on.
No, the only moratorium that we have on buildings in Dover is they can't be any more than 7 stories tall.
Okay. Is there a 7-story tall building in Dover?
Dover Downs.
Is it really?
And the Sheraton.
There's 7?
Well, the old Sheraton. It's the early early college high school.
Okay. That's a 7-story building.
Yeah.
I think a guy I know used to own that.
Yes, he did.
Right. Bill Strickland.
Yeah.
I think he did. So anyway, so can't be more than 7 stories, but you're saying, man, you guys are just busting at the seams.
We are indeed. But
there's more?
There is more. Dover Days is in 2 weeks, and we're starting to prep for that. And as soon as we finish Easter celebrations in the city, we have Dover Days on May 4th. It's going to start out with the Wesley United Methodist Church's annual pancake breakfast that their men's club serves. The parade is at 9:30. There's going to be events going on all day downtown. The AMC Museum, the Air Mobility Command Museum at Dover Air Force Base, is going to be commemorating the D-Day invasion, celebrating the D-Day invasion, which is the 75th anniversary. We're going to have a celebration where we close off downtown Dover at 3 o'clock called History, Heritage, and Hops.
On May 4th?
On May 4th.
Really?
And that's in conjunction with the Triple D folks that operate the celebration downtown. It's also the 50th anniversary race at Dover International Speedway. The Dover Symphony Orchestra is going to have a concert at Calvary Church, and it's just going to be a big event. And I hope to see you there.
I think I'll make my way up there. That's quite a ride from Milford, though.
No,
I'm just kidding. 19
miles. You can be there, depending on how the traffic is.
I got it. We go every Sunday now.
Short order.
So
we want everybody to come on down, particularly you, sir.
Okay. I'm going to do my best. May 4th.
Yes, sir.
I'm so happy for you. In other words, you're mayor of a town that is just vibrant. Things are happening. There's growth. There's new people moving in. There's new businesses. What an exciting time.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, we cut the ribbon on a brand new Habitat for Humanity house, and that's their 24th that they built in downtown Dover.
That's a blessing to somebody, huh?
It is indeed.
That's a great organization.
The lady was moved to tears, and we told her there's no crying in Habitat.
Wow. Katie, you ready for a picture? I like all this. In other words, I like growth and prosperity and seeing people happy and so on. So I want to tell you, I go to church now at United Church up at the Dover High School.
Great folks.
Great folks. But I saw a lot of Dover's finest out there running in a circle last Sunday. There must have been some kind of a training or something. The police department was there.
I think that they might have been having their
training,
their PT test for.
Okay. I didn't want to get anywhere near it because I thought they might say, Jim, you're allowed to run too. So I didn't want to take any chances. So, but they do a good job for you there. So anything else I need to know?
No.
I mean, is there more building permits available in Dover? Or?
Oh, sure. We've got lots of spots still left. One for you.
Do you really?
And one for Colin, too.
Wow. Gosh, I don't know if I could ever open another business. But how about the parking garages? Anybody took advantage of that?
There are some companies that have expressed an interest, and let me reiterate something else again about the parking garage.
Okay.
The people that pick up the RFP for the parking garage, they're going to build it, they're going to pay for it, they're going to maintain it, and they're going to secure it. That's the best of,
Well, everybody wins. It's a business opportunity, and the person doesn't have to lay out millions of dollars for the land because you're going to lease them the land.
Right.
They have to build the facility. They have to hire help and run it. But then the city benefits, number one, you're going to get the income from the rental of the land. But number two, people that visit the city are going to have great parking.
Great parking.
Better parking.
And all the parking with the parking garage at the location we're looking at will be a 2-block walk to anything that they want to go to.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Better than New York.
Better than New York. Now, so downtown, there's going to be some new buildings that will have, is it called condos or townhouses?
There'll be apartments. At this time, it's projected as market value apartments.
Wow.
There's going to be commercial on the first floor, offices on the second floor. So
really,
it's going to add a lot of people downtown.
Is this like 2 years from now or 4 years from now?
They're supposedly going to break ground this fall.
Really?
They consummated the purchase of the land.
Okay.
And
Dover is construction growth friendly.
We are.
Meaning that I think you told me one time, like if a person wanted to come to Dover, you're going to sit down as a group, you're going to get all the different departments together, and you're going to work hard to make things happen.
Yes, because we want businesses to come to Dover. We want them to know right up front what the costs are going to be to them permit-wise, what incentives that we have available to them. We've got two middle schools that are getting ready to be built after the successful referendum on Tuesday.
Wow!
And so the planning will begin in earnest next week. All the city departments will sit down with the Capital School District, their contractors, and you'll see those get ready to be taken off. But the good thing about it is the people will know who are going to construct not only the schools, but any building in the city of Dover or open up a business. We sit down with them right from the get-go and tell them, yes, we want you here. And we work in earnest to get businesses and other entities to come to the city.
Wow, I like that. In other words, because I've talked to some people that say, they're working with the town and they're like, oh, the town is so difficult to work with. But when I talk to you, you're like, no, we have our rules and regulations and our policies and procedures, but we want growth.
And once again, we have some bumps in the road. I'm not going to be once again a Pollyanna and say there aren't any glitches every now and then. But we do our best to
work through them. Right. So, all right. Well, there's not much anything that, two people that want to work through something can't accomplish.
That is for sure.
So, well, I'm excited. In other words, I don't know if there's such a thing as monitoring how much financial growth happens under each mayorship, but I would have to sense that under your time of being mayor, there's been some significant growth going on.
In 2018, this Planning Inspections Department report showed that we issued $180 million in building permits and rehab permits for the city.
You've got a good team of people around you.
We have a great team, and everyone in the city of Dover. Once again, we do have some glitches every now and then, but everybody works as a team, and that's what we're looking for. And that's not only beneficial to people that want to move there, but it's beneficial to all of our citizens.
Right, it is. And how many people does the city of Dover have working for them?
We have 386 people that work for the city. That includes Public Works, our Fire Marshal's Office, Planning Inspections,
Police Department.
Wastewater Police Department. We have 101 police officers.
Wow.
Just everybody does a fabulous job. The city clerk's office, the city manager's office. And we fight amongst ourselves, but nobody sees that. But in the end, it comes out to benefit the citizens of Dover and the people that come to Dover to work.
Wow. Well, very good. Well, thanks for being on the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
You can come as often as you want. I like talking about it.
Can I give a breakfast review?
Sure.
My breakfast review for today is yum.
Yum. Well, let me give you a Smith's gift card then for that.
No.
Okay, all right.
Give it to some
Hey,
deserving.
have I gave you a Weller's discount card
Yes,
yet?
you have.
Okay, all right, just checking.
And I have used it
Have you really? Where would you use it?
here.
Really? At Smith's Cafe?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, thank you. Anything else?
No, sir. That's it. Thanks again for having me on and
Well,
letting me crow about
Dover.
the next best thing that I like next to my family and God, and that's the city of Dover.
Well, it shows. It shows. In other words, this isn't just a position to you. This is you.
And to quote Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back.
I'll be back. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks,
Have a
sir.
good weekend. Take care. All right. See ya. The mayor of Dover, our friend Robin Christensen, does a good job. We're happy to have him on. I guess I want to throw that out there. If you are a mayor of a town and you would like to be on my show, let me know. I'd love to have you. In other words, there's a lot going on, and a lot of towns are just booming and busting at the seams. And so if you ever want to be on the show, let me know, okay? Also want to just remind you, we are sponsored by Smith's Cafe right here inside Smith's Cafe, which happens to be in Seaford. It is a family-owned and operated restaurant that has some unbelievable food. Dine in, take out, whatever you want to do. They're open 7 days a week. Come hungry. You will enjoy it. And if you come once, and I ate here the other day, and I had stuffed shrimp. Then I had a side of dumplings and another side of cucumbers and onions. And it was pretty good. Huh? No indigestion whatsoever. A big smile on my face when I left. And it was really, 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 really good. So anyway, and they have soups and salad bar and chicken and dumplings and chicken and dressing. And they even have a grilled cheese sandwich, okay, if you happen to want that. They have a kids menu. Great place to eat. It's called Smith's Cafe. Sponsor, supporter of the show. We love them. We love being here. Want to give away another Duck Inn gift card? Why not? By golly, they're small. $10 gift card. If anybody wants one, just get through on the telephone at 302-422-7336. 422-7336. People say, I recognize that number. That is the number I had when I started my tire business at 16 years old. So I've just about paid for that phone number now over the past 45 or 46 years. Listen, Mid-South Audio, another friend and supporter and sponsor of the show. Kevin Short, he has audio things, lighting things. He has amplifiers, speakers, crowd control, lighting. You can rent things from him. You can buy things from him. He's locally owned and operated. He's as competitive as anywhere, and he gives you service that is priceless. His name is Kevin Short. His company is called Mid-South Audio. Whether you're having a family event and you need a portable PA system, whether you own a church and you need things, whether you are putting on a full-blown concert, whether you're an auctioneer and you need sound for an event, whatever you got going on, Mid-South Audio can help you out. You can learn about them on the web at midsoutaudio.com. Give them a call right now. See if Kevin's awake. It's 302-856-6993. 856-6993. midsoutaudio.com. Like them on Facebook, too. They always got something going on. Good people to deal with, and a good friend of mine and a good supporter of this show. Now, 422-7336. Be the first person to get through, and you'll get a Duck Inn gift card absolutely free. It's one size fits all. It's a $10 one. It'll get you something done. But anyway, 422-7336. If you want one, the Weller's discount cards are on sale today where it's buy one, get one free. There's 18 different businesses on there giving discounts. One of them is Smith's Cafe. You would save 10% every time you eat here if you had a Weller's discount card. So anyway, check them out at wellers.com, but get them exclusively at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, and they're probably open by now, and it's buy one for $10, get one for free. The question was brought up, if I use two cards at one time, will I get twice as much of a discount? You are going to have to ask the person you're handing that card to, because I don't want to speak on their behalf, okay? Now, did anybody call? Nobody called. I can't get the phone to ring. 422-7336. But listen, Jerry's Lawn Care, Jerry Santoro. Now, I got a job for him the other day. He's a sponsor of the show, big supporter of the show. We want to thank him for that. But I've got a ditch. Now, this isn't the tax ditch. This is another ditch. We'll call this Leslie's ditch. How about that? This is Leslie's ditch. So anyway, some water lays in it. So I called Jerry, and he said, I'm going to come in. I'm going to trim the trees on the driveway side of the ditch. Then I'm going to take a bucket, and I'm going to scrape the gunk out of the bottom of the ditch. And then the culvert in the driveway is too high. We've got to lower it. So he's going to dig that up and put it a little bit lower so the ditch flows good. But that's just an example of what he does. He sells firewood. He does a lot of tree work, trimming trees, cutting down trees, cutting up trees, digging up stumps, grinding up stumps. He has an excavator. He does that. Yes, he does lawn care, commercial and residential. He sells irrigation systems if you need irrigation. Just a good guy all the way around. And he's got mulch, $15 a yard, and that includes local delivery. So check him out, jlc-llc.com. Jerry's Lawn Care, 363-6025. That's 302-363-6025. I have somebody on the telephone. Good morning to you. I lost them. I'm sorry. If you called, I'm sorry. I lost you. Feel free to call back. It's 422-7336, 422-7336. Who am I going to have on the show next? I see Robert Muncie has arrived. I think Justin Ward also. We're going to get him on if he's here. If not, maybe he's going to call me. I'm not sure what he's going to do. So, Justin, you'll have to let us know if you would. Going to brag on Dry Zone in a minute or so. Dry Zone is just another great supporter of the show. We really appreciate them. And people say to me, I'm going to do the phone call first. Is that okay? And then I'm going to tell you what people say to me. So, caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
All right. Is it raining where you're at?
Yes, it is.
And where are you?
I'm in Laurel.
Laurel, okay. All right. Well, are you calling to win a Duck Inn gift card?
Yes, I am.
And your name?
It's Doris.
Doris. All right. What was the last name?
Kirkner.
Okay. All right. And do you know where Weller's is in Bridgeville?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, I'm going to set one aside for you, a $10 gift card, okay?
Okay.
Have you ever been to Duck Inn before?
Wellers?
No, not Weller's. Have you ever been to Duck Inn Car Wash before?
No, I haven't, but I've been wanting to try it.
Well, this is going to be your chance. So, and are you watching on YouTube or Facebook or listening on the radio?
I'm listening to the radio.
On the radio. And do we sound okay?
Oh, yeah, you sound great.
All right. And is this your first time listening?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate your support. Okay, Doris?
All right. Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. It's that easy to win a Duck Inn Car Wash gift card, okay? So, should we do one more? Have I got time? Real quick. If somebody could call real quick, we'll give one more away. $10 gift card to Duck Inn, 422-7336. And you know, folks, it works best if you dial it right in that order, like a 4, a 2, and then 7336. Okay, it's not like it is exactly like a combination lock. Okay, you've got to do it right in that order. No tea. No tea. It's fattening. That sugar will get me. How y'all doing? I think the quartet just arrived. I'm not sure. Hear me? Oh, they probably thought I was being silly, didn't they? All right. Anyway, caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
And where is here?
I'm in my car driving to Dover to work.
To work. You have to work on Saturday?
Yes, I have my own cleaning business, so I work 7 days a week.
Wow. Well, that's good. That's the nice thing about owning your own business. You're allowed to work all you want, aren't you?
Yes, that's true. Just like you.
Right.
But
and
you're a busy man.
I try. And what is your name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. All right. And I'm going to put you down for a Duck Inn Car Wash gift card. Is that okay?
Yes, that's great. Thank you.
And you know where Weller's is in Bridgeville?
Yes, I do.
All
We're going
right.
to come out there and get a kayak.
Oh, well, I do it soon, okay? Have you ever been kayaking?
Yes, my son has one, and me and my husband. You got the ones with the pedals?
I don't have them.
Okay, well, we'll
Mine.
come and look anyway.
Mine are,
Oh, my husband.
mine are Armstrong. Mine are called Armstrong. You got to use your arms. But the ones with the pedals are nice. I will agree, but I don't have them.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyway, well, thank you very much for calling, and have a good day cleaning, okay?
Yeah, thank you. You too.
See
Have
ya.
a great day. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right,
Bye-bye.
well, that was Kimberly. She owns her own cleaning business, and she listens to Weller Does Delmarva. It's a pretty clean show, you know what I mean? Ha. I'm trying to keep it light, Katie, okay? It's too heavy in here, all right? I'm just messing with you. So anyway, Justin has arisen or whatever the word is. We're going to talk to him right after the break. So, folks, you don't know what the break means. It means if you're listening on the radio, at the top of the hour and the bottom of the hour, we take a break. Okay, it gives them a chance to clean out the radio frequency lines and things like that and to reset everything. So when we take a break, we're still live on Facebook and YouTube. So you just look up Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook or YouTube, okay? And you could be anywhere in the world and watch or listen to this show. So we're going to be looking for somebody in another country to communicate with us in a little while, maybe even ET from another planet. All right, we're taking a break from the radio, and we'll be right back with you. So it's at Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook. All right, we're going to continue on. What were you getting ready to say? Wall Service Center, it's time to do their commercial? All right, well, let's do it, Katie. All right, we want to thank Colin Walls, our good friend, El Presidente of Wall Service Center in downtown Milford. And people say, Jim Weller, I never heard a guy just so many times talk about the same thing. So I'm trying to dice it up and make it interesting. But Wall's Service Center is a great place. But let me get back to if you just get an oil change, because everybody watching or listening, they get 1 or 2 oil changes a year. Okay. And you want to make sure you're dealing somewhere that does a little bit more than just change the oil and just change the filter. At Wall Service Center, they have this checklist where they check your belts and your hoses and they check all of your fluids. And people say, well, what's all of your fluids? Well, you know, everybody has like a differential underneath the vehicle. Has nothing to do with an oil change, where they check the fluid in your differential also, all right? They also do things like check the depth of the tread in your tires, and they don't even sell tires. But they do it because they want, when you're done having an oil change done at Wall Service Center, they want you to know what kind of shape your car is in. The last thing they want you to do is leave there and your brakes not be safe, or they're almost worn out, and instead of having to buy brake pads, you have to buy brake pads and rotors because somebody didn't tell you that they were about to wear out. So nobody pushes anything on you. They just tell you what kind of shape everything's in. This doesn't cost you anything for this. It's just a free service that they provide. But then on top of that free service, you get this little packet right here, which is the Roadside Assistance Program. You get it for free. And just the other day, I told the story, my daughter's son, which would be my grandson, had the little key clicker and locked her out of the car in her own driveway at home and then smiled about it. And every time she would say, hit the button, he'd hit the button and just lock the doors. So then the doors got locked so tight, it was unbelievable because every time he pushed it, the door would just close tighter and tighter and tighter. So anyway, she had to pay $90 for a locksmith to come to her yard and unlock her car. Anyway, had she dealt at Wall Service Center and got the free roadside assistance, they would have provided the lockout service at no charge, okay? Or a jump start, or a tire change, or towing. So it's a great service. It's absolutely free. His oil changes don't cost any more than anywhere else. They're market value, and I'm a happy customer. So people say, I've never heard you like your advertisers so much. It's not because they just advertise. I like them because they're good people, in other words, and they do a good job. And how rare is that nowadays? How hard is it to find somebody that does what they say they're going to do, charges you a fair price, and if there's a problem, and heaven forbid, sometimes there is, they stand behind what they do. Where do you find that in America anymore? It's rare. It's rare. And that's the people that I like to support. So Colin Walls, Wall Service Center, does a fantastic job for me. And each and every one of these advertisers you hear me talk about, they're good people. They're the heart of Lower Delaware, and they take good care of you, and they'll treat you fair and square. So I'm just letting you know that. So when you hear people on the show, they are people that I have dealt with, that I deal with, that I would align myself with and say, look, if you have trouble with these people, you call them. They're going to make it right. If they don't, you let me know, and I'll get them. I'll get them to make it right. You know, it's that simple. So we have a lot of different guests that are on, but we try hard to connect you, my viewer, my listener, with good people. Because, you know, in today's world, anybody can buy an ad, anybody can letter their truck, anybody can buy a cell phone number, anybody can buy a business license. It doesn't mean that they're good or qualified to do what they're, that's a good point right there. Just because you're licensed to do it, don't mean you're qualified to do it. You know, and in today's world, how do you tell? How do you tell? So that's what I try to do here with my show. I try to connect good quality people with good quality customers. Does it mean that they're never going to make a mistake or have a problem? No, not at all. But it just means they're going to work through it towards a good positive resolve. I'm not looking to have the cheapest people on here. There's no glory in being the cheapest person. We have it all the time. People want to buy something cheaper than Weller's. We try hard. We're going to do a good job. Can I be cheaper than a big box store? How could I be? Think about it. Will I give you twice as much service? Absolutely. Okay. Am I going to be here for you after the sale? Absolutely, because that's what Weller's can control. But I can't outbuy a company that has 800 stores nationwide. That would be ludicrous to think that. But I can definitely offer you a better level of service. Friendly, knowledgeable people at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. Now I've drifted right into a Weller's commercial. Just that smooth. You didn't even know it happened. But anyway, it's Wellers.com. But we have been in business 45 years. You look at me and you say, Jim, you look like a teenager. You just look like a bald teenager is what people think. I'm actually 61 years old, so I'm not as youthful as I look. But anyway, if you need a trailer, a shed, a carport, a swing set, a gazebo, a dog kennel, a chicken coop, a kayak, a generator, or some Scotch tape or bandages, we have all of that available at Weller's Utility Trailers and in Bridgeville. Okay, we're coming back on the radio. I hear the music. It sounds so exciting. Justin Ward has arrived from Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva, and he's a good supporter and a friend of the show. Justin, how are you?
Good.
Now, this is going to be quick. All right?
I'm ready.
This is like being in a rodeo. Okay? So anyway, we're taking a picture. Katie wants a picture. All right, there we go. You brought some stuff with you.
Yeah, I brought some stuff today that's not on the shelf at the store or at the shows that we're doing. So I brought them in for
what is this?
But we got lights that you could put on dogs' collars.
I love that.
Allow them to see at night, especially if you got invisible fence.
It lets the dogs see.
Well,
is this night vision for the dog?
As well as the dog, it's for us to see when they go outside. If
Where
you got
is that
areas.
dog? Yep. Yes.
Dark areas. Hunting dogs, and it just clips right on the collar. It's got two different types of options.
Will it flash, or does it just light?
It's got a solid light or a flash to it. So this is just some of the products we carry at our shows and stuff like that. So.
But let's say I walked with my dog, or my dog walked me. That would be nice to have that flashing too, you know it? So when people are coming down the road.
Yes. Yep,
that's
absolutely.
Cool. You sell those?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we carry Sports Dog brand along with Invisible Fence brand and then Pet Safe brand. So
all good stuff.
We got our e-collars, so I call them.
Now, what's an e-collar?
An e-collar is where you're in charge of the correction, vibration, tone of the receiver that the dog wears. So it's a lot of times it's used for obedience training, hunting, things like that. I say it's there to get the dog's attention when they're focused on a million things. If this one goes up to about 500 yards, we got ones that go up to a couple miles.
I could use that, for example. We have a dog that every time my wife sits in the chair, it jumps in her lap. Sometimes it's cute and fun and it's wonderful, and sometimes it's annoying.
Right.
We could put that collar on the dog, and every time the dog gets ready to jump in her lap, we could give her a little correction.
Yep, give her a tone or correction and work with them. The biggest
thing.
We're
retraining her is what we're doing.
A lot of people get these offline or in the stores, and they just go right to correcting a dog, and that's not what you want to do. You want to do the training along with it as well, so they have the alternatives. The dog's just not getting corrected and then
doesn't really know what happened.
Yeah, trying to figure out what they're doing wrong there, so they need the training and alternatives. But this is a really good tool. I call it tools of the trade that you can use while training the dogs themselves in-house or outside the house. So. And then
what's the other thing?
The other is our sonic device, where it's just got a negative and positive tone. It's a little bit cheaper than the e-collars. But it's all tone. It's nothing where the dog has to wear a collar or anything like that.
Really?
So I just the other day I sold it to a lady that was using it for barking. The dog kind of drives her husband crazy because he's got real sensitive hearing. So with the barking, she's able to use the negative tone for the barking and then a positive tone to reward him with a treat. So he's hearing dogs know short words and tones very well, so it comes in handy. That goes up to 75 feet. So it's just some of the tools of the trade we carry.
And unlike buying something online, you're as competitive as online, no problem there.
Right.
But you're going to give a level of let me explain it to you, let me guide you through the process, and so on.
Absolutely. We spent a half hour the other day with this, working with the lady. So she was able to buy it and learn how to use it.
How do people get a hold of you?
You can contact us by text message or phone, 410-546-2436.
410-546-2346.
2436.
My gosh, am I ever going to get it right? All right, and what is the Facebook page?
Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva.
And website, same thing?
Yep, Delmarva at invisiblefence.com. They can check us out, all the videos and stuff, and we'll be at the Shorebird Stadium Tuesday with the setup. Yep.
No kidding.
Yep, they're having the Dog Palooza thing. So
really, on Tuesday, this Tuesday at the Shorebird Stadium.
I'll be there at 5 o'clock.
You got any free tickets on you?
Don't have any tickets.
Okay, you'll meet me at the gate.
Yep, I'll get you set up.
I'm just kidding you. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it for this weekend.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
How you like doing the call in?
Good. It works out nice that we can, when we're out on the road and at these shows, that we can give you and the listeners something to think about. Yep.
Okay. All right, well, thank you.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Have a good weekend.
You do the same.
Okay. Folks, I want to give you an example of something. In other words, Justin is a good supporter, sponsor of the show, Invisible Fence brand at Delmarva, and he signed up for my call-in package. So what he does is every week he does a call-in. You hear him call in from wherever he's at, and he does a call-in. And then once a month he comes in and does it live in person. So that's just an example of some advertising that is available. I have got a message from my daughter telling me the parade and opening ceremony has been postponed for 2 weeks. This is the parade that was going to be for the start of the Little League season in Bridgeville. Just wanted to let you know in case you were trying to make it. Wow. So the parade that was going to be in Bridgeville today has been postponed. All right. So, so anyway, I guess it is raining out, but I think her point was I don't have to hurry and run from the show. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to brag on a Dry Zone for just a minute, because Dry Zone loves wet weather, and they are a sponsor of the show. So I want to thank them for sponsoring the show. All right, so dryzone.com is a great company. I have dealt with them for a long time. I have been very happy with them. And you say, well, how do they thrive in wet weather? Well, what happens is we've had so much rain, so much moisture, people that their basement never leaked before, now it maybe leaks, okay? Or your crawl space has got water standing in it and you just don't want to take a chance of getting mold or ruining all your insulation or creating mold in your ductwork. Dry Zone can help you out with that. They also are a full-blown electrical contractor too. So I've gotten to the point now, whether it's a rental or something I need done, I need to add something electrical or have a problem, I call Dry Zone. So Dry Zone provides many different services. They can do some remodeling in your basement or your garage. They can level concrete. There's a lot they offer. So you learn about Dry Zone by stopping in. They're right there on Route 16 or Beach Highway in Ellendale. It's the big red barn with the white roof and the blacktop driveway and the parking places and the sign out front that says Dry Zone. It's like a dead giveaway, okay? So it's dryzone.com on the web. You could call them on the phone at 302-684-5034, 684-5034. Okay, and I'm telling you, it works best when you dial it, like right in that order. But if you need any of the services they provide, they're also on the Weller's discount card. And you say, well, what's that mean? That means every single time you have something done with Dry Zone, you save 5%, okay? So if I need some electrical work, I save 5%. If I need my crawl space encapsulated, I save 5%. Whatever I need, whatever they do, you use the Weller's discount card, you'll save 5%. Local company, good company, always looking for new team members. So if you're looking for a career change, they work 52 weeks a year, rain or shine. So dryzone.com is where it's at, 684-50. What is it again? 684-5034. I almost forgot it. All right. And you can check them out in person right there on Route 16 in Ellendale. My next guest is Pastor Robert Muncie, a good friend of mine, a good servant of the Lord, and a good man.
Well, thank you. It's good
How
to
are
be with you again. Good.
Good to be with you.
Good. Yes.
You asked me yesterday, what might we talk about? I said something to my wife, and she asked if we could talk about this, if you don't mind. Is it called Iona Way?
Yes. That's where we live.
That's where you live. But don't you do something there besides live there? Or is that something we shouldn't talk about?
No, we can
I just wondered. Okay. Well, first of all, do you board horses?
We do.
Is that something, is there any openings at the inn or not really?
Well, we're actually scaling back on stabling.
Okay. All right.
At our high point, we had 15 horses there.
Wow. A lot of hay burners.
That's insane.
Wow.
Totally insane.
That would be hard on Linda.
Yeah, because she's the primary barn person.
Yes.
I kind of handle the manure end of the job. So
the back end of everything.
Yeah.
He's the cleanup guy.
That's all I do.
Okay.
So
we're not looking for horses to board.
Right.
Okay.
At our age, you're kind of like, man, that's hard work.
Okay.
For
your late 40s,
basis.
early 50s.
I wish I cruised past that a long time ago. So what we've been branching out and trying some new stuff. And so one of the things that we got into is we call our house Iona, and there's a whole story behind that. But it's on the farm has been in my family since the 1880s. So
has it really?
On my mother's side, somebody has lived that, and we've actively had that farm in agriculture since the 1880s.
That's over 100 years.
Yeah.
1980?
Yeah.
That's over 100 years. Wow. Do you remember it as a child?
Oh, yeah. I grew up, my uncle tilled that farm as a kid, as far back as I can remember. I was in the fields driving tractors.
Tractors, really?
Doing whatever you did on the farm as a kid.
Wow.
So now I get to live there.
That's kind of cool, isn't it?
It is.
Wow. And your kids were raised there?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
what a legacy.
Yeah.
Right. And that's in the Argos Corner area.
Yep. Actually, Argos Corner is named after my great-grandfather. He was in Argo. And it took its name because back in the day there wasn't a post office. They would drop mail at a store or a public area where people gathered.
Like ride by on a horse and toss it off? Or?
I guess, because this would have been in the 1800s.
Wow.
My great-grandfather had a blacksmith shop at the crossroads, and so they would bring the mail.
And the crossroads that's there right now, you mean? Okay.
Now it's shifted, and of course Argos Corner is so big, they had to build a bypass around it.
Right. Just too much traffic.
It's just too much. Yeah.
Right. It's just too much for one road.
Yeah, we're not going to have more than 6 cars a day. I mean,
right.
It's just crazy.
Don't want to crack the asphalt.
Yeah. So they dropped the mail there, and so it started to be called Argos Corner. And
really?
It's been that ever since, yeah. Now, the mail doesn't get dropped there anymore. Milford brings it out.
Milford brings it out, okay.
But that's how it got its name.
Wow. So you've been there a long time.
Yeah.
Where's Linda from?
Lewis.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So not far away.
Yeah. She was born and raised right in the Lewis area, and her family is from the whole Lewis, Rehoboth area. Goes way back on that.
So. You remember when you guys met?
I do.
Really? Was it like at a high school dance or?
No, actually, I had moved back to Sussex County. I spent most of my life in Newark. My dad went up there for work.
Okay.
And so we moved back to Sussex County, and I stopped by a place where a group was hanging out that night, and Linda happened to be there. I did. I said, man, that's the best looking woman I've seen. And
really?
Somehow she ought to be married to me.
Wow. Like, did you honestly feel that from the first time you met her? Or
it was the second time.
Really?
The second time.
Isn't that a nice little love story, you know?
Yeah. I actually, the second time I was going to visit her, I wasn't sure, you know how these early things are. You're not quite sure, is this going to work or not?
Right. And you don't have to make a decision on the second time.
No. But I don't like to mess around. If I'm going to get this, let's just get the thing going.
Okay.
Right. So I literally stopped the car at the entrance to where the trailer park where she lived, stopped the car and said, Lord, if this is what I should do, let me know. Because if she isn't the one,
I don't want to burn up a lot of time here.
I don't want to waste a bunch of time.
Right, or you might take her out to lunch and waste that money or something like that. Wow.
And you know how you just felt that inner voice.
Really?
I'm like,
were you a teenager?
20.
Really?
Yep.
Letting the Lord guide you right then and there.
Well, yeah. Of course, I got saved when I was 17. So.
Wow. And knew it.
Yeah.
And evidently knew how to allow the Lord to guide your steps.
Well, I was working on it.
Anyway.
And
you knew how to ask anyway.
Evidently, the yes that I thought he said was a good yes.
Okay.
It worked out.
Okay.
So we just crossed 44 years of marriage, actually.
44 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah. We did Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Yep.
You were married on a Christmas Eve?
Yeah. Yep.
On purpose?
Yep.
Why? You just wanted it to be the best Christmas ever?
Well, she actually, back in like October of the year we got married, 76, she said, if we're going to get married, we need to do it before the end of the year for the tax purposes.
For real?
For real. And I'm like,
smart young lady.
I said, all right, honey, let's get it done.
Because you were going to get married anyway.
That's right.
By golly. Isn't that something?
I don't know that it's helped in our taxes every year, but it at least
It gave you a jump start. It gave you a jump start. Wow.
So we...
oh, she wants to take a picture. I'm sorry. So she's worried that thing's going to run out of film. So, no, she does a good job.
So with Iona, we'll cycle back around.
Okay.
So
I don't want to get too personal here today.
No, it's fine. It's fine. If it gets too personal, I'll just change the subject.
Okay, so that's how we'll know the subject, why the subject has changed.
Yeah, if I just ask you how the Yankees are doing, you'll know.
Because they're coming to Salisbury.
Yeah.
All right.
So we built the house in 2003.
Now, which house is this?
So the house that we're living in now at Argo's Corner.
All right. I remember when you built it.
Yeah.
I do remember when you built it.
Yeah, it was 2003. So here lately, looking at 64, what do we want to do in life that's not quite as hard as barn work?
Okay.
And, we have a large home, and so we started looking around, well, what could we do? So we're doing two things now that we've just launched this year. We connected with Airbnb.
Okay.
So we're running a bed and breakfast.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have...
have you had people already?
Yeah, we... actually, just on my way over here, somebody sent me a message asking about multiple weekends over the next 3 months. So it's actually going good. We're...
So people come and stay while you and Linda are there?
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like a host.
Yeah. And we've been doing it for years with the church. Guest speakers that come in.
That's true, yeah.
So it's not... It wasn't really a big stretch for us.
Right.
Except we're getting paid this time.
That's true.
That's kind of nice.
Right. There's some financial gain to it.
There's a shift there. So we have a suite upstairs, and then we have a suite downstairs. The downstairs suite actually has 2 bedrooms and a shared bath. The one upstairs, private room, private bath, and there's a nice sitting area.
There's a nice view.
There's a nice view,
quiet.
360. Yep, it's quiet. Now, the other night, the fox decided they wanted to yip all night, so it wasn't quite so
really?
quiet. But
is this a pet fox?
No, I would like to pet him.
Okay.
We won't go down
there. Okay, right.
Kind of like your beavers.
Right. Next, you'll have picketers out there. Oh, my goodness.
So we do that, and then maybe what Denise was referring to, we started something.
That is it, yeah.
I've always enjoyed cooking.
Okay.
And had thought at one point I wanted to be a chef.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't do that. That's like really hard work.
Okay.
I admire people that cook good food.
For multiple people.
Yeah, it's hard work. And I appreciate what they do because I really like to eat. Mm-hmm. I think you kind of fall into that category
I do.
As well.
Right.
So,
seafood.
Yeah. So we started this, we just crossed our year. I do it once a month. It's a private dinner club. Okay. So if somebody's interested, they have to connect with me through Facebook.
Okay.
And then I'll invite them to be part of that of the dinner club. So about once a month. It's really at the cook's discretion. So sometimes if
you're the cook,
I'm the cook.
Okay.
So sometimes if things get really busy at church or other things,
might pass that month.
Might pass.
Okay.
But generally once a month, and we do. It's a formal setting. So like we just did it last night. We had 12 guests at the table. That's the max.
Okay.
It's a 5-course plated meal. So there's
rather involved.
Yeah, it starts at 6. There's hors d'oeuvres from 6 to 7.
Okay.
And then at 7 we plate the meal, and we just start taking you through the courses. And I try to do things that I find interesting, fun to cook, but are things that you wouldn't probably get just going out to a restaurant.
Okay. You want it to be an experience.
Yeah. So after each course is set and you've had time to enjoy it, talk about it, I'll come out and talk to you about that course. What I did, what's in it. Do you like it? Could I improve on it? Suggestions. So it's for people that really like food, but like not just to eat it to feel full.
Like to critique it and understand it and have they might say to you, well, Bob, how did you cook this or that or something like that? Okay.
And so the other thing I find unique is like last night, so we have 12 people seated around the table. Well, you may not know, if you and Denise came, you may not know the other 10 people.
That's right.
So you get to meet new people. You get to meet new people.
Now, that's no extra charge.
We don't charge for that.
Okay, the fellowship is free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we take you through the whole meal, and like last night, it was such a nice night. The back deck's open. People could come in for the first hour. You can, the whole first floor of the house is open. I mean, the living area. And so people gather in the living room. They can come in and talk to us while we're cooking. You can ask us as we're preparing things.
And there's no agenda. It's not a multi-level marketing thing, and it's not a church service.
No.
It's just a time of fellowship over some good food.
Yep.
Which seems to be a good common denominator for people.
So last night we did it's called mung dao. It's a lentil soup that's kind of pureed. Everybody really liked that. I did a poached pear. They were poached in port wine. You cook those down with cinnamon and anise, and then because the main course last night was roasted duck breast.
You must spend half a day on this.
We're better part of 2 days preparing one, but we're in the kitchen all day.
Wow.
On Friday. Yeah, I had another young man from the church that was helping me yesterday. He's interested in cooking, so it's kind of the life of a pastor in that Ridge, the young man that was with me, we're working on getting here's the things we got to buy, because I want everything fresh. I try to do I won't say everything is organic, but virtually everything's organic.
That you can get.
The duck breast I ordered in from a farm in Canada that was shipped in. That's free.
You drove all the way up and got them?
No, I didn't. Although it would have been a nice drive.
Okay, yeah.
No, they shipped it in to me.
Okay.
So we're getting ready to go out to do shopping, and in the middle of it, I get a call from someone who had come to the church years ago, who had someone that's passing at Milford Hospital. Could I stop by ICU, because they wanted me to pray with them. So on our way to go shopping, we go through ICU and pray with the lady, spend some time there, then go shopping, come back, do the meal. When the meal ended last night, the family called me again, and the person had been moved to hospice, and could I come in? So Linda and I, after the meal last night, actually about 1 o'clock, went to hospice and spent time with the family there. So it's just an interesting thing. You're shifting gears as the day goes on.
One thing about the life of a pastor, people have no idea how much they work. Yeah. I mean, it's 24/7. You're on call. You never know. And some of the situations are heart-wrenching. In other words, they're always just tugging on you. In other words, and it's draining. In other words, and I have a lot of friends that are pastors, and I really realize you just never know.
Yeah. You don't. And, that was not planned, not in my schedule. I was like, okay, I could be there in 30 minutes.
Yeah. So, wow.
But back to the tasting things, if people are interested, we would love to have them be a part of it.
How do they reach you?
Just through Facebook.
Robert Muncie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Robert Muncie.
On Facebook, send
you a direct message.
Yep.
Right?
And send me a friend request if we're not friends, and then put a note there that you're interested, and I'll put you in. And
we are out of time, but I do have one quick question. Church doing anything that we need to mention for Easter?
We're just doing our normal, our normal Easter service.
When is that? What time?
That's 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And we're actually going to do that on Easter Sunday this year.
Okay.
So we can count on us for that. But 10 o'clock, and we are doing some special music that day, and it's going to be a full day and fun.
All right. And the church is House of Praise
for all people.
For all people.
And we're located on Shawnee Road.
Okay. Everybody's welcome. Kids.
Yep.
No real age group. It's whatever.
It's and casual dress.
Casual dress.
Come and
expect a good time of fellowship.
Yep.
Nice worship. Extremely friendly. Extremely welcoming.
And at this point, we're extremely full. So I would encourage people
get there early.
Okay. We do have overflow area, but
we're in a good season.
We're in a really good season.
Wow.
We actually want to move closer to Milford. We'd like to find a spot there, but
like half a mile down the road, or you mean further than that?
I'd actually like to be in town or close to being in town. We just feel like that's a place where we should be more
involved. And then
involved.
parking's better, and so on and so forth.
But that's the joy of being a pastor, is just watching people meet Jesus, get set free, and then start living life in an abundant way.
Right.
Just doing...
With the freedom.
Yeah, with the freedom.
Yep.
Because it's not all about church on Sunday. It's about what we all are doing 7 days a week.
Right.
That's the kingdom.
That's the I agree.
Yep.
All right. Well, I gotta let you go. Is that okay? Our 5 minutes is over, but I'd like it. You're welcome as often as you want. So if you want to come once a month, every other month, if you just shoot me dates, I'll pencil you in.
Okay.
I enjoyed this. I hope I didn't get too personal or anything.
Not at all. Not at all. As I said, I didn't talk about the Yankees, so you knew you were okay.
Okay. Well, tell Linda I said hi. Okay.
I will.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. That's Robert Muncie. House of Praise for all people. Great church. I've known him for years. Good man of God. Just a good family man. Look him up on Facebook, Robert Muncie, if you would. I very much appreciate him and his friendship. So we're going to be taking a break real quick from the radio here in just a minute or two. So if you are watching or if you're listening on the radio, switch over to Facebook. Weller Does Delmarva, and we're on the radio break. Okay. So anyway, I just want to let you know. And so we're on Facebook right now. So I think we're going to talk about my next sponsor, which is Walls Service Center in Milford, Delaware. And just want to thank them for their support of the show and their friendship. But anyway, Colin Walls and Colin Walls II and his other son, Jonathan, and Tracy is there. Is the other gentleman's name Ron? And a good team of people. So if you need your automobile worked on and you don't know where to go and you want to go somewhere that's been around a long time. And what's a long time? 61 years. Just good local people. Colin's grandfather started the business, then his dad took it over. Colin's now running it. Colin II is right there next in line. He's got a brother named Jonathan. And then there's two other little boys, Nick and Will, down the road. They've got at least 10 or 15 years before they'll be involved. But anyway, I just want to let you know that Walls Service Center is a great place to get your automobile worked on. I deal there. I love dealing there. Good workmanship. Using quality AC Delco parts. They know what they're doing. They're honest. They're fair. They stand behind it. You get the free roadside assistance with anything from an oil change or grader, and just good people. So you can get your automobile worked on anywhere, but you can't get this kind of service, this commitment to attention, to detail. Again, friendly, knowledgeable, very accommodating. They're downtown Milford. You can drop your vehicle off. There's plenty of places to walk to get a bite to eat. Or if you want to bring your dog and go to the dog park or just go for a walk downtown Milford, there's just a lot to do and see. It's Walls Service Center celebrating 61 years of serving their community. Conveniently located. It's 220 Northeast Front Street. I know it's the weekend. If you were to have a breakdown, you could get your vehicle towed there or get it there yourself. Drop the keys right through the slot in the door, put a little note, and communicate with them on Monday, and they'll get you worked in and take good care of you. Again, they stand behind what they do. They know what they're doing. They use quality AC Delco parts, and they're just a great place to get your automobile worked on. So it is Walls Service Center, downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. They will take good care of you. All right, what else have I got to talk about? I want to remind you that we're going to be talking with a gentleman named Matt from the Delmarva Christian Schools here in just a minute or two. We're going to go back live on the radio in a minute or two. So we're going to be in the last half hour of the show. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. If you're watching on Facebook, if you would hit the share button and share the show with all your friends, we would appreciate that. If you would ever like to be on the show, if you want to be an advertiser, I am open to talking with you. In other words, I will be honest with you, not everybody that wants to be on the show ends up on the show. Not everybody that wants to advertise on the show gets to advertise. It's my show. I try to align myself with people that I know. I try to align myself with businesses that I do business with. So I had some people want to be on one time, and I said, we got to do some business first. In other words, you know, because I'm not just looking for advertisers as much as I'm looking to share good quality businesses with a good quality audience. We're on our 6th year, 5.5, almost 6 years of doing the show. So we want to say thank you to all of our audience, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or the radio. As we get phone calls, you can hear it's quite a variety of people from watching and listening all over. And if you're from another country, we appreciate that. And if you are from here and you're somewhere else on vacation, we appreciate you watching it there. If you would hit the share button, we like that. In other words, I can never remember how many people view the show because I look at the numbers one day and it's one thing, and I go back a month later and it's like 3 times as many people. And that is what our advertisers like. It's not just one ad. You buy an ad, normally you get one ad and it's over, one and done. But here with this show, the show is captured. It's kept on wellerdoesdelmarva.com. It's kept on our Facebook page. It's kept on YouTube. So you go back and people can watch it again. You can share it. I know when it was the political season, the politicians loved it. They would be on, and then they would share their interview and tell people to go watch it and things like that. I have found out the parade that was to be held in Bridgeville today has been canceled. So I think we would call it the Little League Parade or the Sports Parade. I don't know the exact name of it, but I had a couple grandkids going to be in it, and that has been postponed. So I don't have to rush out of here. I could stay and maybe eat a second breakfast if I want to. So where are we? We're in Smith's Cafe, and the food is great. They're the sponsor of the show. We thank them for having the show here. And we're going to go back on the radio in a minute or two. And when we do, we're going to talk to Matt about the Delmarva Christian School System. They have 2 campuses, and they are doing a great job in our community. I hear the music. We're coming back. Billy, thank you very much for all you're doing back at the radio station. We appreciate you and all your support. Speaking of appreciation and support, I have been Dr. T's patient. I actually dealt with Dr. Bud, to be quite honest, for 2 times this week. I am having a terrible time, and he's a great sponsor of the show and a great supporter of the show. This is Peninsula Chiropractic Center. We thank them very much. We appreciate them very much. And if you need chiropractic care, I love them. Now, let me tell you something. Maybe you've got a child, maybe you've got a grandchild, like I do, who is into softball. And she's having a little trouble with her shoulder, and she wants to pitch a little better and everything just be perfect. Dr. T works with kids, okay? So I want to tell you, whether you need chiropractic care for you or for your kids, they can help you and handle things. Talked to somebody recently that was in a car accident, and the day they had the accident, everything felt fine, man. The next day they were getting stiff, and I said, man, just go to the chiropractor and get an adjustment and have him take care of things. They accept most brands of insurances. If you have an insurance-related question, they can answer it for you, and they just know what they're doing. So it's Dr. Bud and Dr. T, Dr. Trillia. He's the owner, operator. It's like a wellness center. Very pleasant, very accommodating, very friendly, very knowledgeable place, and they'll get the kinks out, so they'll help you. So anyway, check them out. 629-4344, 629-4344, and it works best if you dial it right in that order, 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web, and like them on the Facebook if you would. Now, my next guest, Katie, if you're ready, I'm ready, is Matt from Delmarva Christian Schools.
Yes, good morning.
You're a young-looking man.
Hey, thank you. I haven't been called that in a long time.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
All right. Well, I thought it would be a good way to start the conversation.
I appreciate that.
So, Delmarva Christian Schools, has 2 campuses.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's correct.
All right. And they are in Milton.
Yes.
Right connected to Eagles Nest Church.
Correct.
Okay,
That's
so they...
ELC through 8th grade program there.
ELC, what does ELC mean?
Early Learning Center.
Okay, through 8th grade.
Correct.
Okay. And then there is another campus in Georgetown.
Yes.
Which I'm going to guess starts at 9th grade.
Very good. 9th through 12.
I'm sharp like a pencil. All right, Matt, she's going to take our picture there.
Okay.
And that is Katie. We're up to about 111,000 pictures right now.
All right.
But anyway, she does a great job. So what's up with the school? School's in full bloom right this minute.
It is. Good word,
Okay.
bloom. Yes.
And
as we get to the closure of this semester now, it's an exciting time of the year. We're
because
really,
graduation for some is coming up.
Absolutely. And
everybody's going to move up a year.
Fighting senioritis.
Oh, yeah.
But we're also in full swing for enrollment for next year.
I forgot about that.
20.
Right.
Yeah.
People are thinking right now, where's my child going to go?
Absolutely. So we've had a variety of applications come in really since December. Of a steady stream. And now we have an interview process where we sit down with the families and get to know them, give them a chance to ask us questions that they might have about
Do we
the school.
feel right for you?
Correct.
Do you feel right for us?
Yeah.
You know.
So we're getting to that point now where we start looking at wait lists for
Already.
different grade levels. Yeah.
How long's the school been in operation?
15 years.
I remember when it started.
Do you?
I remember 5 years worth of conversation before it started.
Yeah, sure.
In other words, and it's just been such a blessing to our community.
Oh,
in other words,
Thank you.
And people are realizing education is really priceless. In other words, a good quality education is it determines. I mean, it sounds like 18 years of education is a long time, but it's the beginning of the rest of your life.
That's what we talk about all the time. Actually, with our high schoolers, they're very much so ready to move on and go into post-secondary education. And we try to explain to them this is a very small window. Actually, when you look at the span and get to my age, it was just a sliver of our
just
years.
a sliver.
But how important and formative those years really
and relationships that you make, and character building.
That's exactly, I think, what we get to focus in on our school. You mentioned this time of the year, we actually have Legacy coming up, Legacy Day, where we send our high school students out into the community. We have a group going into Millsboro, another group going into Georgetown, into Milton, and then also into Laurel to do service projects.
Okay.
And it's this
like
idea,
community service.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
This is group wise though. We do have community service hours separately for each individual, but as a whole group, I think it's
like what would they do? Give me an example.
Well, we've been in touch with the different people in each of those towns, and we asked them, what do
what
you
is the
need us
need?
to do?
What can we do for you?
So last year we went into Georgetown with I think it was our whole freshman class, and they sent us to the circle there in Georgetown and beautified that area.
Okay.
We went to a couple parks and helped spread mulch and pick up trash.
Excellent.
And, so really, it's up to
it's hands on. It sounds like
it is
hands on.
We have a royal ball, which is most public schools would call it a prom, but our royal ball is a little bit more about teaching boys and girls how to interact with each other in a healthy ways.
Yeah.
So we actually do ballroom dancing that evening, and we'll do training at the school. But this year we had originally scheduled for Legacy Day and Royal Ball to be the same day.
That's a full day.
Full day, but as you said, hands-on.
Right.
People are out getting dirty, and so we switched that around. We split those 2 days up.
All right.
But Legacy Day is a fantastic opportunity for our kids to be more about them, be less about themselves, more about others. We're going out into the community.
Service
during that
above
service.
self.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, very good.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
so, how many kids are in this school, top to bottom?
We have 520.
Gosh, I was going to say 300. Wow.
Diapers to diploma is what we
diapers
like
to diploma.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
And are you just in charge of the high school, or are you?
I am. I've had a couple different roles though. When I was
just in charge of the high school.
That's right. That's it. It's just a small.
Just
task.
a small thing. A few hundred people.
When I was first hired, it was as director of instruction. And we were just the high school at that time.
Okay.
So I got to work with the curriculum, the teachers. But as we went into this relationship with Eagles Nest and acquired that program there, it became Director of Instruction K through 12.
Okay.
So I've had a responsibility at both campuses and really love the energy and the enthusiasm of our teachers at the elementary. But right now I do focus on the high school.
Okay. Yeah. We have a question.
Yes, sir.
Can you pronounce your last name?
I can. I'm not sure if others can, but 20 years ago, I taught 3rd grade for 1 year.
Okay.
And I realized then I needed to come up with a fun way to pronounce my name. So it's actually tell the cow to quit skiing. Quit cow ski.
Quit cow skiing.
There you go.
Okay.
Quit cow ski. Yeah.
Wow, quit cow ski. All right.
It's a simple name, though, actually. Kwiat in Polish means flower.
Oh, really?
So anytime you hear cow ski, it's like keeper of. So I'm just a gardener. I'm just a keeper
just
of
a
flowers.
gardener.
That's it.
All right. And is this your wife with you?
This is my wonderful wife,
Okay.
yeah. In a small world, Sussex County, she comes in and we hear you talking with Pastor before us, and she knows they worked at Juice Fresh together, and she knows somebody in his congregation.
Wow.
And so they've been talking for the past few minutes.
Wow.
Sussex
very
County
good.
right there, right?
No doubt about it. Yeah. What's so unique about you can meet your politicians, you can meet your pastor, you can meet somebody else's pastor. It's just a great place. Are you from here?
I'm not.
Okay.
I actually lived in northern Delaware there for a while, and went on, got my first teaching job. My wife and I ended up getting married, and we lived in Towson.
Really?
Maryland for it was almost 20
Got sick of that sales tax.
Oh, I'll tell you, the sales tax, the congestion, and we used to poke fun at Slower Lower when I lived in northern Delaware, and I got to a point where I embrace it. I wanted it. I longed for it.
It's a very wonderful place.
I wanted to raise my children in it. You know,
how many kids you got?
We have 5 kids.
5 kids?
We do. She doesn't look like she has 5 kids.
I would say you both have endured that well.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, very good.
Yeah,
what age groups?
22 down to, then down to 18, 16, almost 17, 14, and then 12.
Okay.
And my mom lives with us, too, so we're busy.
Have you paid for any weddings yet?
No.
Nobody's married?
Yet, no.
Okay.
We're just going to ship them off.
Okay, ship them off, yeah. You'll regret that.
No, I know.
Yep. So, well, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
so, all right, school treating you okay?
It is a wonderful place to work.
Do you have any complaints with the school you want to share publicly?
Not at all.
I'm just kidding you. They're good people. I'm telling you. I know a lot of the people very involved from the very beginning. It's been a real blessing to our community. I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that the school exists. And I'm glad you have the 2 campuses. And I have to say it's probably a little better having them spread out. And some days it might not be so good, but I think it might lighten the load a little bit. Having a little bit here and a little bit here. And,
we talk about that idea quite a bit, how the Lord has created that kind of distance between the 2 schools. And there's some challenges from just sharing resources.
Yes.
But, wow, when we get to think about pouring into different communities like that and providing options, we get excited about that.
Yeah, but it's something how it's all worked out, and the switching of the buildings, and then taking to the Eagles Nest School, and it just all of it. You could just see God's hand really working in a timely manner, and blessing the community. A lot of the students that have graduated went on to do great things, and are going to continue to do it.
Your son attended,
Jimmy.
right?
Yeah.
He actually jumped on our Facebook page, and we had made a post about our new bass fishing club.
Oh, okay.
And he jumped on there and said, "I wish we had this when I was back at Delmarva."
Yeah. So it was good. So, all right, contact. What if somebody says, "I'm a parent, I'm a grandparent, I want my children to be exposed to this level of education"? How do they contact you?
I think there are 2 easy ways. One, just give us a call at the school. You can get that phone number through our website.
Is it 856-4040?
Look at that. Perfect.
Just
memory.
checking.
Look at that.
I just want to see if they changed it.
Absolutely perfect.
So.
And then, just hit delmarvachristian.com, and all of our information is there, easy to upload. It's an easy process to get in and apply and set up an interview.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, what if somebody wanted to donate to the school?
Yeah.
Are you still allowed to donate to the school?
Would I ever say no?
I didn't know if that window of opportunity is done, but because I think a lot of people even do maybe put it in their will. I want to donate something to the school.
Absolutely.
I want something beyond the grave, to keep giving back to the community.
Well, that legacy word again, right?
Yeah,
I think that's very true. Absolutely. We have actually a gentleman who came onto your program not too long ago, Justin Savini.
Okay.
Is Director of Development and Advancement, and he is very passionate about these relationships. It's really more than just donating money.
Oh, yeah, right.
We look to be partners with people in the community in a variety of ways.
Right.
But absolutely, donating, time, money, any way to be a relational.
Advice, opinions, support, everything.
Absolutely. So it is a very easy process also.
Okay.
Contacting one of us through the website would be an easy way to initiate that relationship.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
I think our 5 minutes are up. Are we out of time, Katie? We're out of time.
Okay.
Anything else?
It's just a pleasure to be here. I thank you for what you do. I thank you for this ministry that you have here. And
we try.
And I really appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right. And we're going to ask you to do a survey on us.
Okay.
Survey says. So I don't know exactly how you do it, but we need you to do a little Facebook or some kind of review, if you would.
Okay, I can do
Tell
that.
us how we did, okay?
Sure. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks a lot, Matt.
Appreciate it.
Have a good weekend, okay? All right. There he goes, everybody. Matt. And he does a good job. Delmarva Christian Schools. Check him out. All right, what is left to talk about, everybody? We are here in Smith's Cafe. We sincerely do appreciate their support of the show. We want to tell you, if you are a viewer or a listener and you ever want to be on this show, or you have a business and you're trying to plan your advertising budget and you say, where can I spend my money and get a good bang for my buck? Let me tell you something. We have a loyal, faithful audience here, and I want to say thank you to my audience. In other words, when we started this show, we didn't know what we were doing. We never knew we would be this polished and this professional and this prosperous. Now I'm just messing with you. When we started this show, we didn't know what we were doing. Colin Walls has helped me with all of the electronics and everything behind the scenes, and made it all happen, and I have just tried to be a fun, uplifting host. So if you do have a business and you do want to consider advertising on my show, I would love to talk to you. Now, I want to try an experiment if I could. Oh, he wants to be on? Come on down. That's okay. I wasn't kidding. We'll have you on, talk about your takeout. All right. All right. Well, anyway, I want to tell you that I'd like somebody to contact me through Facebook Messenger. We're going to try an experiment. Are you good with that, Colin? How do I make the screen come on? Is there a button somewhere? Uh-oh. Oh, it came on. It came on. All right. So if there's anybody out there that would like to join me right now on the show, okay, we're going to give you that opportunity. All right. What you're going to do is go to Facebook, go to Messenger, look up Jim Weller and video, contact me, and we're going to bring you right on the show. Everybody's going to be able to see you. If you're in another country, we would love that. If you're in another state, we would love that. But right now, free opportunity. If you want to join me on the show right now, go to Jim Weller's Facebook page, send me a direct video message, and we're going to bring you live on the show, okay? Listen, I want to talk about my accountant, George Luff. We actually have a meeting today at 3 o'clock where we are going to do some unbelievable tax strategy. All right. So his son Tyler and George and I are going to meet. It's time to do my tax return. It's due Monday. Okay. So it's going to be a fun time, an exciting time. So anyway, if you need an accountant, Luff and Associates is in Milford and Dover and Rehoboth. Dover and Milford. I've dealt with them for years, 25, 30 years. Great place to do some accounting work, personal, business, whatever. Whether you're doing some estate planning, whatever you need to do, they can help you. They also help with payroll. It's called Easy Payroll. And if you own a business and you're doing your own payroll and you're just fed up with it, I want to tell you, Luff and Associates not only sponsors the show, they're my accountant. They're good people. We thank them for their support. So if you need an accountant, you give them a call at 302-422-9699, 422-9699. It's luffcpas.com on the web. We like them. We want you to check them out. If you need an accountant, they'll do a good job for you. George, Tyler, the whole team. It's a great group of people. Luff and Associates, Milford, Dover, and Rehoboth. Now, would anybody out there like to contact me through Facebook Messenger? It's really cool. You just look up, go to Messenger, and then look up Jim Weller, and then there'll be an icon of a camera. Click on it, and you're going to call me through Facebook Messenger right now, and we're going to put you live on the show. All right? So if you'd like to be part of that experiment, that opportunity exists, and we're going to wait just a minute or two and see if anybody takes advantage of that. My kayak ad, you need to look it up. Go to wellers.com, scroll down. You'll see my kayak ad, and get there and take a look at them, because a lot of them, there's only one left. And after today, probably a lot of them will be going. Katie, why don't you come over and have a word with me for a minute? Is that okay? Throw you a bone. Katie is wearing a spotted shirt today. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I didn't even mean to say that. Did I say that? Did I say your shirt has a spot on it?
Now people say you get egg on your face. I got egg on my shirt.
I like to give Katie.
I tried to fix it.
I like to give Katie a hard time, but I want to say we couldn't do it without you, Katie.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay? You make my blood pressure boil. Keeps me rolling.
Thanks.
All right. Have I missed any commercials? I have not missed anything.
I think you're done pretty well today.
Done pretty well today.
9 out of 10.
All right. Thank you. And I'll give you a 10 out of 10.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay? All right. So anyway, what's up in your world? You've been doing a little walking here lately. Why?
We've had good weather.
Is that why?
Yeah. It makes me feel better.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. And you mainly walk your neighborhood, is that right?
Yeah, but I walk at lunchtime at work.
Oh, okay.
All right. Really nice in Lewis by 5 Points. There's a loop around where the CVS is in
where
Lewis.
The cupcake place is.
I don't know if there's a cupcake place there, but there's a...
What's that? There's a bakery there. But anyway, I know where the CVS is.
Yes, by 5 Points. And there's a big loop, and the loop is 2 miles.
Okay.
Sometimes I can do it twice.
During lunch?
Yes. Sometimes I can do it with time and a half.
Really?
Depends. So, but I try to get it.
Does anybody walk with you or just walk by yourself?
I like to walk by myself.
Oh, you
it's
do?
Like my decompression.
Okay.
I put a podcast on or music.
Okay.
And I just,
leave me alone.
Yep.
Okay. So
and
that's
I walk the
not
dog at home. Yes.
That's right. Fern.
Yes. Sometimes she walks me.
All right. And Violet rides her bike.
She does.
Okay.
She's been riding her bike like all week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She must love it.
She loves it. And she counts how many times she goes around, knows how much. I'm going to get her like a tracker for her bike so she can see how far she's gone.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because she's trying to get like so many miles a day. She's
like so many steps, so many miles.
Yeah, because Meals on Wheels has a bike ride on May 4th, and she's going to do the 12-mile ride.
Are you not going to be with me May 4th?
I'm not. I've told you about this, but I got to send you another email.
I'm making my own note right now.
May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
No, Katie. All right.
Yes.
So we had some phone calls today.
Yes, we did.
And we had some good guests today.
We did.
But if somebody wants to be on, they're welcome. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're looking for
Facebook
local.
Or send us some.
We need more mayors.
I would like that.
I'd like to have all the mayors.
Yeah.
What was that?
I like a local mayor, like
a local mayor.
Little, really local.
Sussex County.
Yes.
Right. Robert Christensen.
I love Mayor Christensen.
Yeah, isn't it kind of neat all they got going on?
They do have a lot going on.
We need you to get a hold of your mayor and ask him to reach out to us and be on, him or her.
I meant to tell him I had been in Dover last week. I had gone to the Modern Maturity Center for a meeting.
Really?
Yeah.
You getting a membership there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
thank you.
Just checking.
But I was checking out. We had a meeting there, and it was they kind of do things a little different, and it was cool to see when you have a bigger population and kind of how you serve people. And
is Dover bigger than Lewis?
A little.
A little?
Just a tad.
Okay, just a tad.
Just a tad.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, we need more mayors. I would like some police chiefs and some more mayors to join me on this show. So I want you to do me a favor. Just write down my cell phone number, 542-9157. If you're a mayor or a town official or a fire chief or a police chief, we would like to get more of those people on the show. There's no charge. You would come on for about a 5-minute interview, and that's what we'd like to do. And you could be in Delaware or Maryland. Is that okay?
That's right.
All right. Fire chiefs, police chiefs.
Just general important people.
Did you see the video, Colin? It's too late to play that video, ain't it? Of the guy chasing the guy in Ellendale.
It's pretty great.
Oh, you haven't seen it? All right, we'll plan that for next week. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Was that a taser involved in that?
I don't think he tasered him. I think he said, I'm going to taser you.
And then the guy got down.
Right.
He got down real quick at that point.
He got down he became very compliant instantly.
Yeah, I didn't think he had tased him, but he got down so quick that I wasn't sure if maybe there was some
What a
prompting
great
involved.
video.
It was pretty great.
I mean,
Somebody just got it sitting in their car, like just said, look at this.
And I had somebody send it to me.
Yeah.
So we need to get that on the show next week.
My mother was telling me that my dad watches Cops every night before bed.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes it interferes hours with her sleep. And I was like, well, I guess so.
Why? What's he saying? Put your hands up, honey.
I just think it's so, what a nice thing to go to bed on, you know?
Cops. Oh, he plays it in the bedroom loud.
Yes.
He doesn't wear headphones.
No.
Oh,
and he
okay.
said, he's always said it's the best way to kill a half an hour. Watch an episode of Cops.
Oh, it makes me appreciate what they do. Every time I watch a show like that, I'm like,
when times I think I've had it bad,
right.
It could always be worse.
I mean, you can go from literally stopping somebody, giving them a speeding ticket, to getting chewed out for that, to all of a sudden somebody's got an emergency and they're calling for your help, to watching a drunk driver kill somebody.
Yeah, or you're out there doing a traffic stop and somebody hits you with their car.
Correct.
I mean, like there's
right. All everybody wants to do is have peace and harmony and go home at the end of the day.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm starting to think as time goes by, not all people want that. I think people enjoy chaos and like living in it.
Right.
I choose not to live my life that way. But
you know, the good thing about chaos is nobody has to exert any effort. You just do it. It just happens. But the opposite of chaos takes thought process. It takes, effort. You want to be a better person or a better citizen. We're almost out of time.
We are.
Weller's is open today. We are selling kayaks, they're telling me already. So I want to say that we're selling kayaks. The Little League Parade that was going to be held in Bridgeville today has been canceled. And I'm looking for more people to be on the show. So my phone number again, 542, that's 302, 542, 9157. I'm looking for police
I know that number
chiefs.
well.
You do?
I do.
Okay, I know it well. What were you going to say?
Do you have any motors on any of those kayaks?
No motors. No, and they're Armstrong steering.
Nice.
But it is neat. We have some. We go out in them. It's a lot of fun, So
go in the
what a great
go
way.
out in the tax ditch with it.
Yeah.
Investigate the beavers.
$137 for a kayak with a paddle. Best deal on Delmarva. I can't even find a better deal anywhere. I mean, used kayaks, $100, $200. We have the deals. The deals are sweller at Weller's. All right. So we're in the last few seconds. Is there anything else, Katie?
Thanks for mentioning my egg on my shirt.
It looks like it's cleared up a little bit. It's a nice big round spot. It was real tiny, like an eraser on a pencil. That big. No bigger than that.
Couldn't leave it alone.
By the time she's done, it was a softball size. Oh my gosh! But she was so embarrassed. Her face turned red. And so anyway.
Thanks.
All right. Anything else, Katie?
That's it.
You want to give out your cell phone number or anything? All right. So anyway, just call me if you ever want to be on the show. We appreciate Katie's support. There's Colin II over there. There's Sean over there. We thank you, my audience, Billy back at the studio, Delaware 1059, Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook, and I don't know who's in charge at YouTube, but we thank all of you. I'll see you, Mr. YouTube. God bless you all. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.